Out on another quick walk, checking out another beautiful day, though a little overcast, hazy, humid, but we're alive and well, and if you got your health, you have everything. Oh, here comes some Harley riders. They got some tunes. Well, here's a theory I got. Well, checking out, yeah, the poor skunk didn't make it. Let's go. Anyways, come on, Harley. Let's go, buddy. Anyways, there's a nice little pullback on Bitcoin, and everybody fears the worst, so we'll see. I don't know how far it'll go down, but my guess is it's going to slingshot right back up, and maybe 2 or 3 times higher. Oh, we got friends. I got to intervene maybe if they don't like each other, but they look friendly at the moment.
Friendly. She barks, but she's good.
Yeah, Harley. Harley's a ladies' man. He's 16, believe it or not.
Yeah, Luna's like a year-old.
Way to go, Harley. Anyways, Bitcoin, I think, is going to probably smash right up. So be forewarned. So some of the reasons are, now that the governments have been finished selling off their stolen Bitcoin. There's a lovely park over here. mt.gox finishes off its selling, whoever's selling from there. According to the news, the 2 biggest sellers probably aren't selling. They're gonna hold for a higher price. So I don't know how much of the lot is. I could probably confirm that later. A couple holy rollers there. Yeah. Anyone seen this park? So mt.gox, as soon as it finishes off its selling, incidental selling, and people may not sell for the simple reason that Bitcoin has dumped significantly and may dump a little bit more. I'm careful to say, go in at high leverage right now, but watch the pullback and watch for the signals. That's the best thing I can do, but I'm certain that it's going higher, and we're gonna hit all-time highs, like real all-time highs, not fake inflationary all-time highs, which as far as I'm concerned, all we've had is back tests, with inflation. So that's all it is. It's been back tests with inflation, because it's only been, what, 70, did it make it to 74 even? So with all the inflation in the last couple of years, and the fact that they had to open up, create an act to stop inflation, it tells you something. So we haven't hit all-time highs, not as far as I'm concerned. We've hit a back test with inflation, and now we're about to hit all-time highs. So keep that in mind. So apparently this mt.gox thing has been looming over the crypto or the Bitcoin community for years, which I was aware of, but I wasn't aware that it was suppressing price. And that's kind of the point. So if everybody was worried about this suppressing price, well, I think that'll be dealt with quickly, and we'll go from there. So, like I said, we might have a steep pullback still to give us that slingshot. And once the confidence is there, because we got proper regulation with that new chevron, like I can't explain how important that chevron thing is. You know what I mean? I'm gonna throw the dog in the water again. Hope people don't get mad. A little swim won't hurt them. It's huge. And just as huge as this mt.gox thing. So as soon as we take the mt.gox out of the picture, we take out some governments selling off out of the picture. I kept the camera upright this time because it didn't really come out so well when I uploaded it. That's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. Why do I sound like a Bitcoin cheerleader? Well, because that's just my theory, and that's what this video is about. I also I get annoyed by Bitcoin cheerleaders, you know, because they just tell you all the good news all the time, day in, day out. And a lot of people, you know, want to trade on that, you know, and then get slammed down because they didn't do proper technicals, or they were, or the, you know, the market was blindsided by things they weren't expecting. Things like the decision on mt.gox finally kind of came through. And then, come here, Harley. Come up on the sideway. Yep, come up on the sidewalk. Harley. So, yep, come on the sidewalk, buddy. I'll give you lots of room. So, mt.gox decision. And then whoever in the federal government decides to sell 5,000 coins, which is really nothing. I don't know why anyone was worried about that. That's like 5,000 coins, and go through that in one night if they wanted to. No problem. And, you know, a whole bunch of coins from Germany, which a lot of people argue they should have sold on the over-the-counter because they would have got better value. And instead of screwing the market, which is why a lot of people have conspiracy theories. But as Napoleon said, do not attribute to malice what you can easily attribute to stupidity. Something along those lines. May not have been Napoleon who first said it, but all the same. Now we're coming up to our favorite spot. So those factors have suppressed the coin. So, but on the pro side of the situation, so the miners are stopped. They're kind of finished selling, maybe, and the halving is taking place. So we may get that very typical, when it happens so many times, typical run up that you get after a halving, that because of the scarcity becomes more important. Now we have ETFs galore, which is kind of scary because I don't know if people should be trusting institutions as much as they they think it's a good idea. But I'll say it's kind of a pro and negative, because they will pump the price and they will pump the product. If we can get this dog to come down here. Come here, buddy. Don't worry, you're going in the pond. I'm gonna have to carry his leash a bit. So once we get that done, see, the trail does come out here. I should follow it on the way back and see where it takes me. There's probably a shitload of mosquitoes. So the institutional will be pumping Bitcoin, and they'll be pumping their ETFs on Bitcoin, and they'll be pumping their Ethereum ETFs, and they'll have more excuses to pump the Ethereum ETFs. I don't think people are realized, because more things can happen to Ethereum than they can Bitcoin. You know, this isn't like even silver. This is, I don't know why they're trying to call it silver. They're trying to call it oil. You could probably call it plastic. Plastic's a bad name. I mean, but the versatility of Ethereum, once they get going, and they'll say, oh, well, Solana is an up-and-coming ETH killer. Well, here's the thing. They got some technical whiz kids on... oh, there he is. I thought you took off on me. Look at the size of his pecker. I mean, just look at that. Look at it. Anyways. It's massive. So these Ethereum ETFs are gonna fucking pump, and they're gonna have an excuse to pump them every quarter because there's gonna be something new, and they can create shit, and they're gonna have more institutional backing, and it'll probably be twice the bullshit, which is in the con, but as far as price goes, it'll be in the plus. So yeah, and if Ethereum becomes, you know, starts burning more, but that isn't to say Solana won't take off. I'm just saying, just because Solana is having a good day, don't count Ethereum out, because things can happen. And I highly recommend reading Daniel Kahneman's book, Thinking Fast and Thinking Slow. Oh, there's a nice spot to throw the dog in the water. Because, you know, the main point takeaway I'm going to tell you now is you can get blindsided by stuff easily if you're not paying attention. So, and I guess that works both ways, and I've sort of nullified my argument, but all the same, the point is people will be working on creating those products. I don't see a Solana ETF coming in as quickly as everyone thinks, but I could be wrong on that, and I may do another talk on why Solana will be expedited. But Bitcoin and Ethereum have been around so long. Still got your leash? Yeah. That they're proven. And the SEC can't do much about it, or for whatever reason. I think that's why Satoshi Nakamoto, whoever he is, preferred to remain anonymous, because he understood these security laws, and he was doing his best to maintain that Bitcoin was not a security and didn't fall into the landscape of security, you know. Which is why mining, I think, became essential. So, but Bitcoin will have use case, and always has, and always will. I don't think there'll be a flippening, at least not. Come on, buddy, Harley. Sometimes he loses sight of me. Harley, come here. And he uses echolocation to track me down. But he also likes to go home. I noticed that every time he makes a wrong turn, it's towards home. So, all right, I think I covered everything. Hopefully I'll do more. This might be the point where Bitcoin breaks into the over 120,000. So I'll try and figure a price as we go along.